Kirk?
In a developing story, Connie, at 5:35, tensions exploding overnight in State College, Pennsylvania. You can see the video behind me after Penn State coach Joe Paterno is fired amid the child sex abuse scandal involving his former assistant coach. And the headline in the newspaper this morning, if you can see this on my iPad here, it simply says, "It's over," with a picture of Paterno. Thousands of students took to the streets in a show of support for Paterno. But things did get out of hand. This morning we're joined by reporter John Kasich with our sister station, WEWS, who is live there just outside of the football stadium. And John, you grew up in Pennsylvania. You know what an institution Penn State is and what an institution Joe Paterno is. So not a surprise to see the reaction last night.
Yeah, and obviously as a result, there's a pall over Happy Valley this morning as this community comes to grips with not only the firing of this legendary head coach, but also the way the students reacted to the news last night. And it was within minutes of the Board of Trustees making that announcement that the students began to fill into the streets of downtown State College. Police in riot gear with pepper spray made their way into the area and began to disperse the crowd. But as they were able to disperse this crowd in one spot, they would move quickly to another in advance of the police. And as a result, when they got down to College Avenue in downtown State College, that's where the trouble kicked in. They began to break windows on cars, knock over signs, and at one point even knocked over a live truck, which is not an easy thing to do. At that point, police came in with pepper spray. We were in the area at the time, got pepper sprayed ourselves, but that was what police needed to do to clear out the area. There was gasoline pouring out of that live truck, and at one point somebody actually flew a flare that landed not far away. All this, again, just coming hours after Joe Paterno announced earlier in the day that he would retire at the end of the season, but the Board of Trustees late last night saying, your career is over essentially right now. You're done. He will not play his final game here Saturday at Happy Valley. His career is over.
Wow, and just kind of unreal to watch that video. And John, behind you, we see a bunch of tents. What's going on back there?
This is called Paternoville. It's what is basically where the students line up in advance of a game ticket. This was normally not this crowded, but again, the students thought this game against Nebraska would be Joe Paterno's last game here at Happy Valley, here at Beaver Stadium, but instead it will be the first game for Tom Bradley, the interim head coach, defensive coordinator, filling in Jopa's absence.
All right. John Kasich, live for us from State College, Pennsylvania. Thank you, John, for that update, a story that we will continue to follow here on ABC 15. Connie.